If you believe that working hard is gonna get you rich, then you were dumb. That's all I can say. It's just a fact. And the reason that I say that is if you're working hard on something that doesn't even matter, then you just won't be rich. That is just reality. If that were the case, then the donkey would own the farm. Let me just give you like an example really quick, right? If you were to run a 5K run trek, right? And you put yourself on top of a treadmill, do you think you're going to be able to get to your destination? No, because you're putting yourself under unnecessary resistance. Even though you're going to be working hard, you're going to be sweating and dripping afterwards, that doesn't mean that you're going to get to a destination. That's just the reality. It's the same with this, right? It doesn't look like it, but that's a spoon and that's a shovel. If you're trying to dig a hole that's 5 meters deep, who do you think is going to win? The person with the shovel or the person with the spoon? Why would you pick the spoon? It doesn't make any sense. Just because you're working hard and feeling productive, you're like, oh, yeah, well, I'm doing this, and even though it's taking a stupid amount of time for no fucking reason, I'm gonna do this anyway because I'm working hard. It doesn't matter if you're working hard, you have to do the right things. And people don't understand this when they work in business, because they work on a product and they try their hardest on this product, but they believe that they are entitled to a sale just because they worked hard on that product. And I'm no exception to that. I've done that before and I fell into the trap of that. I've worked on an ebook that I spent 2 weeks doing, and 17 hours a day, mind you, on top of school and everything. And it was getting to the point where I was just working on it just for the sake of working on it. You can't make the same mistake that I made. And the way you fix that is truly understanding and researching how to make products that people actually want. I'm going to just fix that up really quick. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to be able to do that. Now, really quick, I just want you to think of a watch, right? This is a terrible looking watch, oh my goodness. But think of a watch. How does that make you feel? What emotions does this bring out within you? What do you genuinely think instantly when you think of a watch, right? It just tells the time, blah, 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 blah. Now, I want you to think of a Rolex. I don't know how I'm going to draw this differently to the watch, but you know what? Who cares? Now, think of a Rolex. What changed, you know? Is it the luxury, the comfortability, the whatever? Genuinely think about what actually changed. You might be saying, well, actually, it costs a lot more money, so that's why it's probably has more of an enticing feel to it. Bro, why can they charge that amount of money for something that does the exact same as a regular watch? Why? It's not like it can tell the time faster, you know? So you have to understand that. It's because of the perceived value. Perception equals value. You have to understand that more than anything that... I don't have a watch on. I don't know why I'm rolling my arm up. But you have to understand that whatever the first thoughts and feelings that are tied to your company or product are determines how valuable your product or company is. That's why people boycott companies. Because even though the product itself might stay unchanged, the people, the perceptions tied to the company may be negative. You know, that's why people are like, oh, well, I don't really want to buy from Coke because blah, 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 blah. You know? I just don't want to support them. Evoke that exact same feeling through your product, and that's exactly what you have to understand. And that's how exactly I was able to make over $13,000 in the last couple months from my Facebook pages alone. This is just one of them with 214,000 followers, and this is the product that I have. This is a guaranteed name suggestion. If you don't know what it is, you're an idiot. People get the opportunity to personally interact and have their name posted on a video. That is the most personalization that could exist, right? They have direct conversations with me, talking to someone with 214,000 followers and getting posted, right? That's involvement, and that makes people think, shit, I talked to someone who's got 214,000 followers. Like, what the hell? And you know why I thought of that? Because I would get the exact same reaction from when someone with 100,000 followers would contact me. Because it's like, shit, oh my god, they contacted me. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't other people get that exact same reaction? And not only that, taking it a step further, but personally implementing them into my system makes them feel like they're involved with someone who's got this many followers, you know, famous. People like to brag about things that they're attached to. And you have to realize that some people genuinely find this entertaining. It might not seem entertaining to you. So the key ideas of this video is researching what people actually want, right? And when you find what people actually want, implement that. Implementation. You know what the word. Implementation. I can't be asked to fix it. And then you want to reflect on what you're actually doing. Are you doing it just for the sake of doing it? or are you doing it actually knowing and having a goal in mind that this is something that people actually want? If this helped you, go check out my other pages in my bio. I'm also coming with a really big project soon that'll be able to help you with everything you could possibly need to scale with Facebook marketing to get these exact results that I've gotten and I've proven to be getting in the past. So just wait for that. Send me a DM if you need, and let's go.